Hello and welcome. I'm Liam, the music reviewer, and today I'm joined by Kero Kero Bonito. This is weird. I'll go through these all. So,
What up, it's Jenny?
James.
Yo, it's Sarah Bonito.
I'm Gus. I'm Jamie.
and these guys have just played a sold-out show in Glasgow at the SWG3. How do you guys think it went?
Crazy. Yeah, crazy.
It was good. Glasgow came well through,
Yeah.
unquestionably.
I'm glad we showed something. So my first question for you is seeing as the new album was a lot more kind of rock focused and sometimes a bit darker. I was talking about this with you, Jamie, briefly at the last show. What do you make of remarks about how you guys have, like, quote unquote, like, pulled the rug underneath people's feet and things to that extent?
We definitely didn't want to feel like people were tricked or misled by our genre exploration. I think we were definitely aware in the sense that we thought, oh, what if people hear this and are like, I never want to hear this band again because they've deserted us or something. But everything we do it because we want to do it and because we're motivated to try new things and things that interest us, and what interests you as a musician, I think, can shift depending on where you're at and what's happening around you and the other music that's happening. And for us, it made sense to do something that was a bit more energetic and used live instrumentation and had a bit more sort of roughness to it. And everything we will ever do, will be Sarah, Gus and Jamie, like purely, and obviously with wonderful guest musicians as well. But everything KKB does is us three, doing what we want to do and what we think suits us,
So were there any worries or fears whenever it came to doing this transition?
Oh yeah, for sure. I remember the night before Only Acting, the video was gonna come out. It felt like New Year's. Like it was like something was ending and another chapter starting. I remember being really, really like like this. But yeah, I think, yeah.
Kind of like this now that the album's out there.
Yeah, it's been great. Yeah, I feel like we've kind of expanded our world. Yeah.
Speaking of worrying, there was this whole thing going on with Pocket Crocodile where he sort of went missing. Do you want to give folk a download of how what happened? How you managed to find him and stuff?
So basically, he got taken by someone.
Someone.
Yeah, in New York, on our last day of tour. I got a bit emotional.
To be fair, the full story is that someone took the croc and then gave it to someone else who didn't realise that the croc, was been wrongfully taken.
Yeah, so it went to a little boy. So no hate on him. Yeah. But I got emotional. I tweeted about it, and then there was a whole search for the Pocket Crocodile online, and I got sent pictures and where he's at.
With one toe missing, one scale missing in the post.
Yeah, send us your next album and we'll release. Yeah. But yes, and then thanks to the internet, we managed to track down the family, and also the family actually emailed us. They were super sweet. Pocket Croc had a little holiday. He came back with some goodies and pictures.
He was kept warm and moist.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The way people wouldn't be.
Yeah, and he's safe now. He's back with us. Yeah.
At least the internet can be good for some
case
stuff.
Closed.
So at least know that Gus, that you're a fan of Weezer, because I was looking through your Indie Heads AMA, because you said the Blue album was better than Pink, which is the right opinion by the way. And I was thinking, seeing as Weezer just put out a cover album, and you guys you had the Oasis cover back in 2017. You just did a cover tonight of The Prisoner by Clash.
Yeah.
If Kero Kero Bonito were to put out a covers album, what do you think you guys would
That's
do
a
on
really
it?
good question.
What would the name of it be?
Wow. Wow. Wow, we've definitely thought about covers, right?
Yeah.
I think there's one band that everybody's willing us to cover. I think if they're KKB fans, they know who that
Thou shalt not be named.
is. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're cool.
I'm sick
but,
to say it, Coldplay.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Stop
asking
yes.
us.
Yeah, the rug has been
Does
pulled.
it happen to be a band with 2 words in their name?
Killers.
Yeah.
Please, bag.
Blown our cover, man.
Just because it might have something to do with another question that I had, which I'll just jump into.
Oh, yeah.
Because tonight I heard people name the front man of said band, and for some reason you guys get put into the same pit, and I just want to get your guys' opinion on it was because it gets brought up a lot.
Yeah.
Death grips. What's the...
Oh no, you said it.
I do have a theory about this. My theory about this is that we're both outside the algorithm. So we're the two.
That's a pretty good thing to say.
My theory about this is that we're the 2 bands that don't fit into like indie playlist or rap playlist or like electronic pop playlist. We just sort of we don't fit.
Yeah.
So it just sort of gets washed up on the side, and all the people that listen to lots of music, well, if you're a music enthusiast and you listen to everything, I mean, yeah, you might listen to Kero Kero Bonito and Death Grips, and they're the only bands that really have each other in common in this weird algorithmic edge zone. So hey, let's make it a genre. You know, this is the escape room wave happening.
Okay, so I've got a question for you here, Jamie, because you obviously do stuff under the Wharfwit name, and I wanted to know if, with your process, is it ideas that you have that end up kind of becoming stuff that you use for KKB, kind of like you'll like tinker and experiment with stuff and use it then, or is it more sort of an outlet for any ideas that you think won't quite work with the kind of KKB formula?
A bit of both, to be honest with you. So like Lip Slap started as a from my laptop kind of thing, but to be honest, recently it's been more separate. Wharfwit's more like me doing like average garage, and then when I want to write like a Randy Newman thing or like something else, or like a rock song, that would normally, you know. But I would just write anything, and then it would get pocketed or categorized later on. Or if Gus likes it or Sarah likes it, then maybe. And if they don't like it, it goes to Wolf. No, but you know what I mean. It's not really. If you think about it beforehand, it's not going to happen. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Just one big pool of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so there's this for you, Sarah, because these are. There's 2 points of speculation that I kind of didn't want to make into their own wee questions, so I thought I'll just run them by you. So there's a track by Sophie called Burn Rubber, and a lot of people were kind of theorising online that it's you that's singing on that. Is that true?
Yes.
So what was that process like then? Interesting, I would assume?
Well, I met with Sophie. We hanged out. Burn Rubber was born, and yeah, that was that. Rest is history. Rest is Burn Rubber.
And the second one is, and this was one that I kind of saw a lot on the Reddit, was that on the last track, Rest Stop, there's a final sentence of like, you don't want to be, and it cuts off. Some people are thinking that the last word's alone. Other folk think the album kind of looks in itself and it's outside. Is there a clear-cut answer, or is it?
Yeah, it's actually you don't want to be a crab. But we cut it because we thought it didn't fit.
This one's for you, Gus. So one of the kind of surprising highlights on the album was your little verse on If I'd Known.
Do you ever just, through no fault of your own, because you're absolutely perfect and you have to remind yourself that every day, say something so dumb and factually incorrect that someone in your proximity face palms with both their hands? Me neither.
How did you make that decision to do that? Is that something you think you're going to do more of in the future?
So to do that rap, I was like, well, I really want to do a rap here. So I got Jamie to do it, because that rap is actually Jamie. That's good. I'm glad we could clear that up.
Because I asked Jamie this, and Jamie said it was he did it. He pointed me.
Why did you say that? Did I? What?
It's called they're born week apart. So
Basically the same person.
Well, the truth is, yeah, it was Sarah.
Yeah, it was my voice pitched down. Yeah.
I know it.
We'll never find out.
So. Chris Martin.
It's a small world, isn't it?
I'm credited.
So I've got my last question here, because Sarah, you did some work for the Cartoon Network show We Bare Bears, I remember, which is pretty very cutesy. And I was wondering, because you've obviously got that experience, there's like video game references and sampling through a lot of your early work. If you guys were to like make music for like a movie, TV show, game, or whatever, like what do you think you guys would do? Is there like maybe even just like a series that you guys would be like, we'd like to make music for that sort of media?
Black Mirror.
Oh, what's that Australian police one called?
What, nothing to declare?
No, well, yes. No, I didn't.
Wentworth.
No. The one where it's like Australian, like policemen and women, like way out in like Darwin and Cairns, and they're like apprehending people who are like out past curfew and stuff.
Wait, is this
That
like
I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, like an opportunity. A serious answer.
Yeah, I wasn't.
An opportunity to do like an absolute like
What, like a marsupial thing?
no, like an absolute like back crap.
Baseball thing.
Like an absolute crazy soundtrack. One where we could be allowed to kind of do whatever we wanted to a point would be nice. Something that you wouldn't expect, you know what I mean? Something like that.
Real talk, I'd actually love to do a video game one day.
Yeah.
A video game. Yeah.
one more.
I would love to actually make a film and then soundtrack that, you know. All of it. We'll do all of it.
Yeah, because that way you get more royalties. Because you pay the sync fees to the rights holders.
Which is us.
You need to look out for numero uno. And well, you guys, I know you contributed to some of the synth work. And did you help out with any of it? Because I don't want to let you go uncredited.
No.
Well, if you guys were to see KKB like go off and do any of that, like if you would have a say in it, is there anything you think could be a good match for them?
I'll let Jenny go first.
I think they should do the exclusive scoring for every single Saw movie that comes out, but like in the style of Intro Bonito. It's like
That was my answer.
it's like unsynced. It's just like you just write some tracks and then kind of place them over the gore scenes.
Press the dialogue to the music.
Nah, man, it's clipping. It's like fucking clipping. Like it's
They wake up in the room and it's like my party.
yeah.
It's been playing for like 2 minutes already.
Yeah, man. Like maybe that could give it some life. You know? I don't know. I'm just saying. As a composer.
I'm just riffing here.
Okay. The World Endurance Championship.
Kind of expected that. But thank you guys for taking your time to talk to me and answer these questions. All the best. You've got two more dates. I've not got the best memory.
We've got a few more Europe ones. We're doing London, Leeds, Amsterdam, and Paris, and then we're also going to America next one. So yeah, there's a bit going on. Go to kerokerobonito.com/tour for the full info.
On that promo shit.
Tickets. Roll up.
I respect the grind.
Anyway, thank you for watching this interview. Check out KKB's music if you haven't already, though I would assume you already have. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay hydrated. And, yeah.
Nice one.
Oh.
That was actually a really fun interview.
I was like, and thank you very much. I'm sorry that I.
Where's the name from?
Like, how did you meet?
We actually had one interview once where it was Philadelphia newspaper. It was a phone call. And they called us at like 7 p.m. and he was like, "So, okay, what's the name of the band?"